tremendous looking trophy.
Hello and welcome to Platinum Explosion, number one PlayStation podcast in the Oceanias. My name is Don Blight. Joining me for the last time in 2022, it's Ashley Hobley.
Hey Dylan, excited to be here on the last episode of 2022. Can you believe we made it through another year?
Crazy. How did we do it?
Well, we go to Discord every time, and then, we load up Audacity, and then we just talk for like 30 minutes or so about PlayStation. And then you edit it and then put it up online.
Wow. That's crazy. How did we manage to do that for a full year? Yeah, this is the last episode of Platinum Exposure. That's why housekeeping for the week. Last episode, the show returns on. I should have wrote it down. Comes back on the 18th of. No, well, technically,
January.
It's back. Well, 18th of January, Last of Us starts. That's when that'll be out. Normal episode following week. So 25th for a normal episode.
Wait. Is it?
Yep. That's how it works. I didn't say. Yeah, Last of Us is out the 17th.
No, it's out the 16th.
Oh, well, whatever. That week we'll have a spoiler cast episode out. Next week.
Oh, okay.
Next week, normal episode. Whatever. However it works out. I don't know if we'll post it that day, Monday. I don't know. TBD. But anyway, Last of Us, the HBO series starts 16th. Platinum Explosion spoiler cast series, whatever we end up calling that, PlayStation Productions spoiler cast series, that starts that week. Following week, non-Platinum Explosion. Cool. This week in the show, I've inspired by a Resetera thread, PlayStation Productions 2023 thing that I spotted, where they had a bunch of questions to do, try and do a bunch of predictions for what's going to happen in PlayStation 2023. I was like, let me copy some of these, reword some of these, and then make up mine and do a similar thing. So I thought that would be fun for this week to end off the show. So I have 20 questions. And yes, I did get to 18, and then I was like, fuck. I need let me think of two more to squeeze this in so I can round out to a nice solid 20 questions. So feel free to play it along at home. I will, after the show, I don't know, probably... Anyway, I'll try and get up an article with all of them anyway, so if you want to play along as well for the predictions, you'll be able to do so. We will not know who wins out of me and Ash until the start of 2024.
Next year.
Yeah, but, well, even because one of these questions... I know, we could probably do it this late into 2023, but some of the questions are, of course, very much... need to wait until the end of the year sort of thing. So, all right. Question number 1, or prediction number 1, whatever we'll go with. Will the Last of Us factions, or whatever it's called, be released in 2023? Ash?
Yes, I think it will be. I think probably late in the year. Even if it's just early, they could I guess it depends on whether we think it's going to be a free-to-play game, or it is going to be a free-to-play game, because we got all the information about them hiring people to make it free-to-play and stuff. So, I mean, they could kind of put it out in early access, at some point during the year.
I don't know if they ever said, did they ever officially say it's free-to-play?
They didn't officially said, but they hired someone who specializes in free-to-play monetization. I'm
going with yes as well. I feel like this game, we've been reading about it forever. We've been theorizing about it forever. Then Jeff Keighley had them come out at Gamescom or Summer Games Fest.
Games Fest.
One of
Summer
those.
Games Fest.
For a piece of artwork. So I feel like we should get something the first few months of the year, as far as a setup, teaser, trailer, something like that. And then I could see it releasing maybe July, August? I'm going to go somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Question number 2. In what month will Marvel's Spider-Man 2 be released?
I'm gonna say September, based on the rumors that we've got.
Yeah, I'm also going
Right.
September. That's what I said last week. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick to the same thing. Solely because
Smart.
it's like a September to November, like rough seasonal period thing. So it definitely ain't November. I don't think PlayStation released anything big then. So I'm gonna assume have to be September based on that. And PlayStation usually releases something big-ish in September anyway. Question number 3. How many studios, I guess if any, will Sony purchase in 2023? Ash?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go 1.
1. Do you reckon it'll be
Square Enix.
This isn't like part of the. I was going to say, do you want to like? I'm not going to make it part of the actual like. You have to get this part right, but do you reckon it'll actually be Square Enix?
I don't know. I just feel like obviously the writing's kind of been on the wall of this one. It's been long rumored. If the Activision Blizzard deal goes through, I think PlayStation could pull the trigger
And get what Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Oh, the Japanese.
All the Final Fantasy Japanese
titles,
stuff. Yep.
Right. I'm going 2.
Okay.
I don't really know who, and it may just be like random small
It
small
could be
things.
a couple of those studios they're working with on
Yes, it could be
first party stuff.
That sort of stuff. Like most of the stuff that they've purchased this year, most people wouldn't have even been able to call ahead of time. So, and everyone likes to think purchases mean big, massive things, but when you think about I can't even remember the name now. The studio that's like doing all the remasters, the PC sort of stuff. Like it could be something like
so
that.
they bought Nix's and Valkyrie as support studios.
Yeah.
And this year they bought Savage Game Studios, which is a mobile game developer. So
yeah. So stuff
as
like
well as
that.
Haven. So
yeah. I'm going to go to less than this year, but still viable, I feel. Question number 4. What game are Blue Point Games going to announce they're working on?
it's gonna be
Blue and Blue Point. No, fuck off, Kieran.
Legend of Dragon. No. I think it's Metal Gear. I think Konami's come on board and we're willing to do a lot more with their Silent Hill franchise and like give it out to different studios. I think it's been long rumored that Blue Point's doing a massive game. I think Metal Gear could be that massive game.
Yeah, I'm also going Metal Gear. So it's been a long rumored thing, and then they put out their Christmas card thing on Twitter last week or this week, whenever it was. And I know it could just be like, oh, but of course it is because it's related to Christmas. But the fourth thing in the picture was just a box, and then everyone starts going, well, it's a box, and I know it's like, well, it's a fucking box
because it's a cardboard box.
It's under a Christmas tree. Yeah, well, we don't know. It's wrapped in paper. Got Christmas wrapping over it. But I mean, if they unwrap that sucker and it's just a plain box under that Christmas wrapping paper, Metal Gear Solid, baby. So
yeah,
and that's the highest rumored title I feel at the moment for what they are working on. So I'm gonna go Metal Gear Solid. I was nearly going to make the question like, what game is Blue Point Games working on, and will it release? But I'm like, no, it's too complicated. So yeah, which is one game. How many question number 5. How many first party PlayStation 5 exclusives will release in 2023? I guess this is like some asterisks on it as well. Nothing that's already been released that's a PC port or whatever. So The Last of Us coming to PC doesn't count.
Are we counting PSVR titles?
Yes.
Crap, that makes...
No, hold on. No, I said PlayStation 5. So unless I reword the question.
Okay.
So no, I'll stick to how we go. How many PlayStation 5
PSVR
exclusives?
games are PlayStation 5 games. You know what I mean? So
true. Let's take PSVR out of it. I'm going to add non-VR.
Okay. What? So Spider-Man. I'd say 3.
No?
Yeah.
What games did you just count in your head to reach that?
Spider-Man factions, and then some other thing that we don't know about yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 5.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, it doesn't.
What are these other 3 games?
I don't know. But I mean, there's when you I'm expecting a big year in general for gaming just because of like the COVID delays and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of stuff may start getting released, but I feel like even if like Pixel Opus, for example, announced a game, they could release it.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, so like they could announce and release a game, and that's still count. So it doesn't always have to be Marvel's Spider-Man level of,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go a bit of a haymaker and go 5.
I hope so. It'd be pretty great.
Yeah. All right. Question number 6. In what month will the first PlayStation State of Play air?
January.
January?
Yeah, I think they need to do a PSVR one before it comes out. Just to further solidify that titles are coming. So, yeah, I think January they're going to have one.
Yeah, I'm also going January, and I would assume mid to late. I guess January, like a couple weeks into. Yeah. No, can't do it the first week. That's a bit crazy. Like New Year's Eve.
Nobody's going to be
no one's at work.
Platinum Explosion's not coming back, so I mean, they've got to wait till.
That's true. They got to wait till Platinum Explosion comes back. That's a very good point. But
although that would be a new way to fuck it.
Why would you fuck us like that?
1st of January. They're not here for a while.
Again, everything I said, Platinum Explosion is back the same week The Last of Us starts. But yeah, I feel like that would be when we get a third one. All right, question number 7. Will major outlets? So I was trying to. I didn't want to go too hard into nitty gritty of how we work it out. But I at the end of the year when we're trying to work out scores, major outlets will just agree on a bunch of like what's considered major. So I'm just thinking like IGN, GameSpot, whatever. Like I feel like when I say major outlets, who we think. Will major outlets reviews of the PlayStation VR 2 equal either an average score of 6 to 7.5 or 8+?
It's interesting because with a lot of these they don't adjust. It's not just the console; it's also like the games and stuff.
They take into account the games,
that kind of stuff. I think it'll probably be probably that. But I'm going to be hopeful. I'm going to say 8+.
I'm going to go.
I love those haptic feedback controllers. And they're so much better than Move.
I'm going 8+ just because that's what I want it to be. And sometimes I predict and vote with my heart on these things. So, Question number 8. How many units will PlayStation VR 2 sell by the end of 2023? And this is a stat that PlayStation will probably be happy to spout in their end of year wrap up or whatever, like we recently got from them for stuff like that. So obviously it's not going to sell as well as the PlayStation 5 or anything like that, but yeah, how many units do you think it'll sell?
I'm going to guess just 1 million units. Which would be good because reading up, PSVR took over a year to sell 1 million units. So if you could hit that in the calendar year, I think they'd be pretty stoked.
I'm going. It's hard because it's like obviously the closest. This is like a number games thing where it's just like the closest. I'm gonna go 1.25 mil.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go. They go in, they market the living fuck out of it. It does really well. They're like, we fucked up. We learned our lesson. We said we was going to commit to PSVR the first time and do really like try and make it this gangbuster thing. We're going to fix that this time. We're going to make sure PSVR 2 is a huge success and make everyone want to get one. We're going to make sure they're readily available. I don't know. High hopes. Question number 9. Will we get an Astro Bot sequel for PlayStation VR 2 in 2023?
No, I don't think we're getting one in 2023. I reckon one will be announced, but I don't think it's coming this year.
I'm going yes, because I need 5 exclusives. Actually, no, I said no VR.
You said
but I'm going yes
no,
anyway.
You're going yes because I want it.
Yes, because I want it is correct. But there's no reason they can't announce that game when it come out like 6 months later. Like there's no build up needed for that. Question number 10. What will be the Metacritic average for The Last of Us's HBO series when it finishes airing? Between a 5.5 to 6.5, a 7 to an 8, an 8.5 to a 9, or a 9 plus?
I'm going to go 8.5 to 9.
8.5 to 9. You know what I'm going to go with?
What?
9 plus, baby. I don't predict. I assume that what I say will have effect on future and make it happen. So, but I mean,
I don't think that's how it works.
Also, if I look at this as if you want to do like some true, like, there's no way. Like, what is? Hold on.
So the Metascore on Chernobyl.
That's what I was about to say. Like, what's the Chernobyl Metascore?
Craig Mason's last show was at 82.
Yeah, well, this will be better than that shit. Who brought that score down? Come on, what fucking shitty outlet brought the score for Chernobyl?
New York Times is the lowest score with a 4.
Who the fuck are they? Wouldn't you 4?
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on. That's bullshit. Alright, I'm going 9 plus. Fine. 9 plus. 9.01. That's all I need. 9.0. Number 11. In what month will the first trailer, and I'm assuming we get one because like I feel like it's a safe assumption so I can make this question. In what month will the first trailer for the Twisted Metal series be released?
I'm going to say March.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. You know, that seems like it's a reasonably effects heavy show, even though, you know, it's obviously cars and stuff. So.
I'm going April. I don't know if you're thinking similar to me, where I'm like, I know it's not.
No, I'm thinking, should I have gone earlier?
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, I think it comes out in the first half of next year. The first trailer. Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe they want to release the first trailer sometime after The Last of Us. Like they're not done by the same production company, obviously, like HBO and Paramount or whatever, but they have all got PlayStation Productions as like a co-partner. So surely they get some say in like how they want to help market and whatever else these shows. But and yes, the reason I did that question is when will we get first trailer? Because we know it's done shooting and everything, so there's no way it's not coming out next year. I feel like that's a safe thing. Question number 12. How many new PlayStation productions will be announced in 2023?
Is there any left?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of like games and stuff. I'm sure they could announce a sequel to Uncharted. I don't know, like
2.
What do you reckon they are?
Sly Cooper, some sort of project there, and like a really weird one like Shadow of Colossus.
I'm going 4.
Oh,
they're fucking these. I feel like they're already announcing a million like this year. Like,
yeah, now they've just got to make them. It's
That's
easy
the
to
problem.
enhance stuff.
but the second that Last of Us comes out and gets a above 90 Metacritic score, they're gonna greenlight the shit out of a bunch of more things. They're gonna be.
I
like,
don't know.
"Let's
Maybe
go,
they
let's
get
go,
more
let's go."
selective then. It's like, oh, we've already set ourselves as prestige.
I don't think they
Within
care.
A24.
They'll be like, The Last of Us, heaps of viewers, prestige, the Uncharted movie, shit critic scores, but everyone watched it, so who cares? You know what I mean?
That's a
Like,
good point.
it's as long as they win in one category, it doesn't really matter. Question number
Uncharted, 13th highest grossing movie of the year.
Yeah, see? Exactly. So it doesn't matter. Critic scores are like, it's okay, but everyone watched it. Question number 13. Will Ghost of Tsushima 2 be announced with a trailer in 2023?
I think so. What? Ghost of Tsushima came out 2019, I want to say, off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
No, it would have been 2020 because Last of Us got leaked.
That's right.
Because everybody's working at home.
Yeah.
So, and they came out same year. So yeah, I think it's that seems like a good, fair option. You know, especially if hopefully PlayStation's going to give us a bigger idea of what games are coming in the next couple of years. The next kind of massive slate, the next phase of PlayStation 5 titles. You know, so it would make sense to like do some sort of teaser or something.
Yeah. I think we're going to get a bunch of stuff announced this year. That's going to tie into something else I assume is going to happen 2 questions from now. But and that also ties into why I think we're getting like a lot of announced games. So yes, I'm going yes. Ghost of Tsushima 2 is announced, and of course announced only mean it needs to be a teaser trailer. It doesn't need to be like this massive gameplay thing. It's announced. It's a thing. Here's a teaser. Jin's here. He's doing something. Question number 14. Will Marvel's Wolverine get another trailer in 2023?
Yes. Yes, it will. I think it would be cool if it was on, like, you beat Spider-Man and there's a trailer there for...
After credits scene?
After credits, yeah. It unlocks the trailer for the Wolverine.
I think that would be cool too. They do those in the Dark Pictures games. They have like a teaser at the end for the next game. And that's how they announce the game. Like every time you see Dark Pictures, whatever the next game revealed, it's because...
then it becomes a race between a bunch of streamers so you can finish the game first. So
they patch it in on release day, so no one can see it who's got like review codes and stuff. So yeah, I'm going yes as well. Tie into the next question. Question number 15. If we get a PlayStation showcase in 2023, if we get a PlayStation showcase in 2023, in which month does it happen? So I just want to make the questions easy to track. So if you're saying no, then straight up you can just say no, we don't get one, so it's not happening, and you'll get the question right. But I'm saying yes, and we get it.
Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be a showcase this year.
Yeah. I guess I should explain. So for people who maybe are listening, are like, what the fuck what are you talking about? PlayStation Showcase. I mean, it's the stage show. It's a full PlayStation event. It's not a whatever I had before. What do they call them? I just said them like a couple of questions ago. PlayStation
State of Play.
State of Play. It's not a State of Play. It's a full thing. You know, it's like their E3 equivalent event, I guess.
Yeah, I think PlayStation could potentially be part of the E3 Summer Game Fest period and have a showcase then. So what's that? June, July?
I'm going July. I'm going to say that they're skipping the E3 connection of June, but they could still they could still be partnered with Jeff Keighley into July. Maybe they're not, but either way, I feel like they're going to do the July thing, which even EA and whatever else has been doing recently, and they're like, oh, we'll just announce a thing for a month after E3, a month after all that's done. So, you have to pick 1 month though.
June then.
Yes, June. Yes, July. Question number 18. Does Sony announce a new piece of hardware in 2023? Example, PS5 Slim.
No, I don't think. Outside of PSVR, I don't think they're doing any new hardware.
I'm saying yes. They will either announce the PS3, they'll announce the Slim, they'll announce whatever that stupid rumored console was around where you could have a optical drive that you could fucking plug into the USB or whatever's going on there. Like, I'm saying yes. Something is announced. I don't know if it's released. Something is announced. Question number 19. Will the
No, you've skipped 2.
Did I? What the fuck? Where did I skip? Oh, fuck, I did, hey. Question number... Did I say the number? I just skipped straight from 15 to 18. That was a good job.
Yep.
All right, question number 16. Does Sony announce a new Uncharted game in 2023?
Yes. I think if they're doing their big showcase, we do know that Uncharted has been... they're hoping to have it done at another studio. So I think they do announce who's working on it and what it's going to be.
Yeah. Same reasons, yes, for me. And question number 17. Will a remake or remaster of Bloodborne be announced in 2023?
No.
I'm saying yes.
I'm sorry.
Because I want it. And also, it could either be a fallback for if Bluepoint isn't working on Metal Gear, they're working on Bloodborne, or at least it would be a fucking massive way to end the PlayStation showcase. That would be an end show like reveal, I feel. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's like mid-level fodder.
No.
You know,
that's incorrect.
Maybe a state of play. They can go.
No.
One more thing. We heard you. We're doing a Bloodborne remaster. Now you can stop tweeting at us. You know?
60 frames, baby.
It's still 30 frames, but, you know, you'll take what you get.
37 frames per second. We're up it by 7.
We're doing a collector's edition. It's not changing the game at all. It's just sticking it on the PS5 box. But yeah, Bloodborne. Tell us that you want it.
Carding coming soon. Question number 19. Will the shovelware trophy games be banned from the PlayStation Store in 2023?
No.
No?
No, I don't. Well, I think they'll do some things to combat like the very, very worst of them. But as a whole, I think they're still going to be there.
Yeah, that's what I feel as well. They're gonna,
just because I feel like they generate enough revenue for Sony.
Yeah.
That, you know, they don't care that much.
Yeah. I feel like they're going to make.
They're just going to find a way to filter it better. That's all.
Yeah. They're going to make some rules to try and make it harder for people to put out stuff where it's just like clones of games. But in general, will shovelware trophy games be banned? No, of course not. Will we have less in 2023? I'd say yes, if they implement some new regulations to make it harder for those games to get on there. But people will just find ways around them, and you know, maybe they have to spend extra 10 minutes making their game, to put a couple new images in, and then it passes the
design
test.
Completely new characters.
Yeah. Instead of just the same character.
You could not pet the turtle, pet the tortoise.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a different character. It's not just the same one. Done. Pass the test. Yeah. And the last question for the 20 questions of 2023 predictions is, will Australia get PlayStation Now in 2023?
Well, PlayStation Now is dead, so I'm going to say no.
Or whatever. PlayStation streaming.
Will streaming games be available in Australia in 2023?
Games, yeah.
No, I have little hope that, you know, it's ever coming to Australia. Yeah, this Adelaide team is a scam.
I know it's a scam. They took all the money from me.
No, that was the newspaper. Or maybe it was a scam by the newspaper to get
yeah. They're in cahoots. They're working together. I'm saying no as well. I've gave up all hope. I have nothing left to give.
You used all your hope up at the start.
Yep. And now I've got nothing left to give. All right. That is it. So that's the 20 questions. I'll have these. If you're playing along, let me know either on our Discord, I suppose would be the easiest place, or even on Twitter if you want to tweet literally every question at me. So explosionnetwork.com/Discord takes you to our Discord. Explosionnetwork.com/Twitter takes you to all of our Twitters. If you want to look for the questions later because you've been listening in your car and you don't want to like text and drive, good idea. I'll have an article up with all the questions so you can sort of play along from home as well. Shout out again to that Resetera Fred for the inspiration. And that's it for Platinum Explosion for the year of 2022. Exciting things coming from PlayStation in 2023 if half our predictions are right, because you know if a bunch of that stuff happens, then we're all firing all cylinders, baby. January again, so we will be back for The Last of Us spoiler discussion. Either that episode will either release the 16th or the 17th, or hopefully around then on January. Normal Platinum Explosion returns on the 25th of January, unless they announce a PlayStation State of Play earlier, at which point, whatever. We're back. Bonus episode. It's back early. Whatever. Enjoy your holiday season, everyone. I hope you have a good Christmas if you celebrate, and thank you for listening this year to Platinum Explosion. Stay tuned, of course, to explosionnetwork.com/best of 2022 over the holiday break into the start of January for all of our award season stuff from TVs, movies, and, of course, video games. And until next year, have a great time. Goodbye. And it's a Platinum's over the holidays. Goodbye.